Hey, 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 what you know? Hello, everybody. Hey, Vegan777. How's it going, man? It's good to see you too, brother. Want to see a nice painting? I don't know if you guys are going to see it. Well, nope, there's too much light. That's a nice painting by Darla. Hold on, I want to do it right. Turn the lights completely down. Yeah, you'll see it a lot better like that. How's it going, everyone? Nice to see you all. Desi Yug. Did you see the cover of the video, man? I got your stuff, dude. Seriously. You sent me all this coffee, treats, snacks. I loved every one of them. They're not, well, I hardly touched any, but I tasted a couple of them. And that was an interesting experience, man, to have some, even chips and stuff from other countries I had never tasted before, actually surprised. And I got to admit, the coffee is very good. My glass dirty. Blackberry, blueberries, filtered through that for sure. Very good. Thanks, man. Dusty, you paid my coffee and snacks for the past 2-3 days, actually. Cesar 20. Hey, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. Thomas Rebos. Yeah, I want you guys to see that properly. This is, of course, we're not allowed to do any draws on any channel. It's against the guidelines, so it's not a draw, but that's Darla's painting. It's the second painting I make her make for my giveaway, but the third one she's done because I have that one there also, and another one that she made, which I just enjoy asking her to make the alien photos. She makes them out of her own, looking at all the different types of aliens, whether they exist or not, and she makes her own character to it, which I really awesomely appreciate. You guys are not going to see it, all the details of the nose, the mouth, the cheeks, the shadowing, and everything. Probably even insulting Darla a bit. And don't get insulted, Darla, because obviously everyone knows the live streams are crap to be able to see properly, but looks good. My skull's listening to some tunes over there. And yeah, absolutely amazing. I'm going to leave it like that because I want people to see it. And, obviously the guidelines and stuff, I'm extra careful with everyone always attacking the channel. So it's like I say, that is just a giveaway I'm going to give to my Patreon, my patrons on Patreon for being so supportive. They started the supporting out there, the support here and there and everywhere, which I greatly appreciate, sure, like 100%. I'll never be able to thank you all enough for that. That is for sure. And what else? On the members. So I have another thing I'm going to give away to the members in a week or two maximum. I'm keeping it for around June, the giveaway. But again, the members here, which I see a lot of you right now, give me a lot of support. I have a shirt. It is very, very big. So here's the good news. The ladies can wear it as a pajama if you want. And no, it's not one of my big shirts that I'm giving you. I ordered a shirt and it was actually just perfectly sized for me. Big Bruce could have probably fit into it, definitely. But it is a very like 3X or 4X large shirt. Doesn't matter. You can wash it in the dryer or something. But a lot of people like the shirt that I posted in the community. And anyways, for the members, I'm going to give you a little heads up of what the shirt was because I'm going to have to put it away in a Ziploc so that you won't smell like spaghetti sauce or anything. And obviously, no, it's not a shirt I'm wearing. It's a brand new shirt. Let me show it to you. It's a pretty cool thing. So we're going to talk about a bunch of things today and see a bunch of things so you guys can look at Darla's painting at the same time. Probably the lights maybe different like that. Probably even better like that. But anyways, so I wanted to show you the shirt. I got at least 75 people that told me they wanted one. So I said, why not, And yeah, throughout the year, those of you here that aren't in the member section, which you still are members here, I'll get some stuff up for you guys. I promise. I keep my word. And I think it's pretty cool as a shirt. Bruce has a habit of ripping tickets off. So I took the ticket off the back, right? And look, beautiful shirt. But a lot of you are going to like it. I know a couple of you did like it. And So that's the shirt. You want to see how wide it is? Wear it as a jammy for the girls, or some guys just wash it in a dryer a couple times and it'll get down. So I thought it was pretty cool. Donald Trump's Space Force fighting aliens, blah, 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 illegal aliens. There we go. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'll give that away, to my members. Like we usually do, we pull names out of a hat, or what we quite simply do, like I mentioned to Cindy the other day, a jar of jelly beans or anything at all, right? To be able to take a guess at a number or something. So obviously, no, I'm not rich and I don't give away gifts very often, but if I was rich, I mean, like who does not like giving out gifts to people, right? Wouldn't it be amazing being able to do that all the time? Hey, I keep blocking the painting that I want everyone to see. I'm going to stand over here in the corner today. I could adjust it, but it's the way I am, I guess. Yeah. Okay, we'll go over this side there. Get a different look at that way, Darlo. Her painting, we will be able to see it a bit more. Thanks, everyone, for stopping by. Kathleen Shields, God bless you, too. Thanks, Kathleen. Thomas, comment ça va, mon frère? Thanks, Thomas. Laura Carlier, thank you, brother. Great set. Comme d'habitude. Christopher Rollins, how's it going, man? Nice to see you. Cool Vids TV's there. How's it going to you, man? VW Blue Sky, thanks for coming back, everyone. Minky Pinky's back. Number 3, YouTube Happy Days. Number 3, YouTube Happy Days. Sounds good. Sounds good. I like Happy Days. We all like Happy Days, right? I even like the episode Happy Days. Is that racist? No? Are we allowed? Yeah, Dusty, how long have you been waiting, man? Weeks and weeks and weeks. So that was absolutely amazing. The coffee is amazing. It's a rich blend. Seriously, I really enjoy it. Even had a little chance to mix it up with what a little bit of whiskey. Very good. Very, very, very good coffee. So that's what people do now. They send me coffee from all around the world. Thanks again, man. Seriously, that was really, really cool here. We have Zombie Apocalypse Cherokee 92 is in the house. Always nice to see you, my man. Branko, how's it going? Sweden, welcome. Thank you, Sweden. Thanks a lot, you guys. Hello from Canada. Brr. Canada, cold Canada. Still a little cool, actually. It was supposed to be like piping hot, actually. It was supposed to be like 30 degrees, 20, 30 degrees. And no. It's been raining for 3 days. 3 days it's been raining. French video is ready to upload. I'm going to jump on an English video. We're going to look at some structures, tease the trolls a little bit, really get into the surface, do some comparisons, back out, back in shots to be able to see what the surface looks like. And obviously, thus proving that there's structures on the moon, which everybody knows now. I mean, before I was doing this, people knew there were structures on the moon. The images were just not quite the same. Maybe the images were a lot better than mine and they were hidden. Who knows? Who knows what goes on? Born again Buddhist, a good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, my friend. Nice to see you. Thanks for the comments. As always. Ed, how's it going, man? Kenneth, nice to see you. Hello from, is that Bettius? I didn't know. I never heard of that place, man. Texas. Heard of Texas. Thanks a lot. I hope nothing's good in Texas. I know that. But I hope things are getting better. I know a lot of the sheriffs from different states have come together. I guess 3 or 4 sheriffs we heard the other day on the news that are trying to take care of the border in their own hands. A lot of people are upset with the centers, and that's all I can say. Hello, Ann. Thanks, Ann. High desert out in Central Oregon here. It's awesome. That's a place I'd love to be watching the skies. I bet you see lots of stuff up there, boy. Deserts, that's where the UFOs like to, I don't know why they go there. Obviously, they're hiding, right? But then when you see these aliens, supposed alien appearances with these big crafts, they don't look like they're hiding very much when they're over cities, now do they? I think it's more the government with secret projects would hide their UFOs. I don't think the aliens want to hide. I don't think they care. Burn, how's it going? Nice to see you, Burn. We're all living on, hey, Craig 971. How's it going, man? We're all living on these different levels of consciousness. That's exactly what we're doing. We're stuck in the physical realm. Some of us are able to liberate ourselves from this earth through, astral traveling, through envisioning, quite simply. Some people, it's through deep meditation. No matter what it takes, some people, it's psychedelic drugs, which are coming into the market now, pharmaceuticals and stuff. The States, there's a couple of people that are waking up to that an psychedelic experience for some. And we're not talking about drug addicts here. We're talking about a microdose, doctor followed, experimented with, psychedelics. Everyone used to use them in the past, I guess. And it probably healed a lot of things, is what more and more people are talking about. I'm pretty surprised about the people that are opening up and talking about that online. And there's more and more of an awakening. We can really see an awakening. But we have all these different levels of consciousness and understanding too. So we got to take that into consideration. We can all get along. It's easy. I have the solution. We have to accept our indifferences. That's impossible. Not everyone can do it. And it's just quite that simply. If everyone accepts the differences of others, well, we'll always be able to interact, debate about a whole bunch of things, but it doesn't take much for some people, and I'm including myself in that. I mean, honestly, I'd be a liar if I said it. Very rarely this has happened to me. I don't react upon it, but I still think of it in the back of my head. Ever meet someone you've never spoken to ever before? Everyone told you he's a good guy or a good girl. It's a good person. And when you meet that person, for some reason, without even having heard or spoken to the person, you develop a sort of hatred or I've seen some people despise people for their faces. What do you think of it? So, make a long story short, how the heck are we going to get along about talking about religion, spirituality, and politics? It's a near miss. That's what I say. It's interesting to see the differences in opinions. I've always found it really interesting, but it's not debating that happens online. It's trolling. Yes, trolls do suck, born again Buddhists. There's lots of them. There's a difference. There's trolls. There's also, people that are really against my research. I don't get many of those. I would like getting those that are against my research that come and just tell me they don't believe what I'm doing and stuff like that. But I don't often get that. I often get people that, you're a fraud, you're a liar and stuff. I'm sharing my belief, right? And it's not about belief when I show a video. If I'm showing video of lights on the moon, whether it's blurry or not, hello, there's something up there. And there's nothing that any troll could ever say against that. And but it's about accepting the opinions of others. For me, it doesn't change anything. Whether the people flood to my channel by the millions or just us, 78,000 people almost, because there's more people in the small group that is real, like us, that actually formed for real, as you all came here, no matter what the reasons. A lot of you shared my work. A lot of you, it's your mothers that sent you here. I've heard that often. My dad sent me here. Sometimes it's my kids sent me here. There's no age in this channel, right? We get people from 21 now, all the way down, all the way up to, 70s and 80s, which is pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. All I'm doing is sharing, my opinions with others and stuff. My opinions and my theories doesn't make my videos real or not. It's just an extra added something. Some people like the opinions of others. I love debating. A lot of agree, and so far I'm really happy because there's over 10 of you here that we disagree on certain points, but we can laugh at each other sort of on that, and I think that's healthy. I think it's a lot healthier than losing it, right? because it's not, you're not heard. If you lose it, people laugh at you, pass off as a troll, crybaby. Thumbs up for our moon man, please. Thank you very much, Cindy Luhu. How have you been, Cindy? Been watching that moon? Cindy was able to get over 1,000 subscribers. She was really happy about that. And also a big supporter of my channel. Thank you very much, Cindy. As always, lots of good, Cindy, in the States. Eh? There's lots of good happening. Lots of good news. We're seeing a lot of crap happening, but we're seeing the elections. I'm not going to talk about that here at all, but it's not over till the fat lady sings. Oh, and now don't, I hope no chubby women get offended. It's an expression. Yeah, expressions and certain things are becoming a thing of the past. We can no longer mention certain things anymore. But it's sad that we're getting rid of all the racist things in life, even the statues. I was never against that. But without understanding what went on, some of the statues that were disrespected in any country, I'm not going to mention the country, we know where we're talking about. And I respect those who took down statues and stuff because there's an anger inside. But honestly, the statue should have remained up, so that we could tell our kids exactly what went on. When you think of it, we can agree, we can disagree. It doesn't matter. Maybe I'm wrong. It doesn't matter. I'm still just sharing what I think. I would literally go onto a stage and talk in front of 7 billion people about the issue on the blacks and whites. You know that? I'm crazy. And I've always spoken mostly never referring to any Bible or any myth or story or legend. Sometimes we can use common sense, and often that's what I try to use, common sense. Like what's on the moon? Something's up there. I don't know what it is. Am I going to go through all the list of alien types of people that they've been declaring over the years? No. Does it interest me? Yes, it's interesting. It interests me sort of like a film. Like to spark the imagination, to open your mind to other possibilities. But do I believe that all the alien races that all the researchers are speaking about are real? In no way I have any confirmation of that. And I don't really lean towards it being real until I see it. Maybe it's just because I don't really mind or care what the aliens look like. I'm open to the possibility it could be a breakaway civilization. They would be undetectably different, probably. Only in a few ways, like maybe eye size or skin color. Who knows? Maybe not. Probably not. I think every race, I don't know if you think like me, we're probably all between the white and black, right? No? Beige, cream, no matter what color they want to give us, we're between the black and the white, right? I always say like a television. Unless we get along, we're not going to be able to see an image. Black and white television, you have white static, black static together makes an image, forms an image. You need the white around the black to be able to see things, and you need the opposite, right? That's how I see it. So if I was president, I would just basically lean on this black and white television theory. Probably would get a lot farther than Biden, Anyway, not nice to talk about people now, is it? I love talking about Biden every chance I get. Not many comedians are touching the subject, are they? Not allowed. It was probably an executive order signed. Probably. Hi, Music Man. Hey, Charlene, thank you. Okay, Bruce sees all. Nice to see you, Charlene. Thanks for the comments, too. The support, everyone. Yeah, I promise I won't make those music videos annoying. You know it. Once in a while, I stick one in. I do them. I make them here, and sometimes I stick one in. A lot of songs about Biden that I've been writing the past few days for some silly reason, but I don't know. It's an anti-stress singing, whether you're good or not. Trust me. Whether you're good or not, you always have the same effect playing the guitar, though. That's a cool thing. Whether it be AC/DC or me, we're still as excited when we play our guitars. Whether, I'm not comparing myself in any way to them, to anyone at that. Good evening to you, Bruce. Long time for my looking. Thank you very much, John Cree. Always nice to see you, brother. Hope you're well. Nice to see you. Enjoy your day. John from Ireland. Thank you very much, my friend from Ireland. Have a nice day, John. Thanks for checking out the channel, bro, as always. Reptilians are watching us. This is not a joke. It could be. It could be. I never really never even looked into the reptilian theory at all. All I know is that whoever's up there, I'm getting a vibe of both. I'm getting a vibe of a lot of evil war, but not necessarily coming from the aliens. I think I'm sensing that from Earth. And when I think of the aliens, again, if it's possible the aliens exist, take into consideration what all the astronauts say, what everyone says, did they go, did they not go? We fight about that a lot. Not only fight, we debate, which is cool, but a lot of people fight about whether they went to the moon or not. And that's where it ended for the past 60 years. Nobody ever brought anything else up, Now people, whistleblowers are bringing up a lot of facts by looking at the old images. Don't forget, whatever was high tech with cameras back then, I tend to think in the 60s they had the editors that we have today, basically, so they could have done anything they wanted to. Sometimes they show some videos show what looks like strings that are holding some of the astronauts up, and you see one fall in the stomach and then immediately stands back up on his feet. So we're not stupid. We could think maybe, I'm not accusing anyone of having faked any landing, but it leans to a lot of that's for sure. So many different ways of people understanding consciousness. Some people see them as dimensions. Some people see them as just different, different areas in our brain. I also see it a lot like that too. Pineal gland. Some have never heard of it. Like, we have all these different levels of understanding the pineal gland, which basically a lot of people has to do with the third eye. People have different terms for that, I just think it's interesting. I took every religion and culture and I took out what I wanted in it. Every religion and culture, well, except for that one, but you know which one I mean. And I looked at all the good points that they had, and I came to the understanding that sometime the different religions, it's just a logo that's different, or a sentence in the Bible that's different, which is incredible when you think of it, that we can't get along on those silly little things. It doesn't matter what God looks like. Some people that take it to heart. No, God is man. Some people say God is energy. I've heard that a lot. God's the universe, blah, blah, blah. Bruce is babbling on about God now. You know why I just said that? Because I jumped into the trend that everyone says. I don't think it. I don't mind speaking about God at all, but I do it from my mind, not by Bible reference. And every time I speak from my heart, someone will say, well, that's what they say in the Bible. Well, I'm speaking from my heart. That's how I see it. There's nothing wrong with going to look up things in the Bible, finding out things that people don't know, and going to present it to them. Sure, some people like sounding smart or working at getting smart. I got nothing against that. But the fight always comes down to one thing through one way, and it's through the Bible references. I've never seen any forum where you could post Bible references ever come to a conclusion of anything. It's just overlapping comments and verses and different books and different areas of the Bible and scriptures and stuff. But has anyone ever taken the time to think with their own bloody head, right? If there's something on the moon, it's only normal we come to the understanding, is it an intelligent race or is it something ancient? Well, sure, they talk about that in the Bible, but do we need the Bible to understand that? No. We're using common sense. Common sense is, how can I say? Common sense didn't do too good with my life, but with the researching, not too bad. I always go by my intuition. I always go by my first thoughts. And I've noticed almost always when I think a certain thing, most people will think different to me. But I believe it's the same the other way around, right? You just got to laugh at things. That's what I do, just laugh at things. I see stuff going on sometimes. Hey, this is not like Twilight Zone at all. It's worse than Twilight Zone. The news each day is worse than Twilight Zone. Darla painted that for us, guys. You're not going to see the details there very well. all the shadowing and stuff on the face, an extra coat of, I call it varnish, but it's wrong. It's whatever. It's to keep the image nice. She made that for me. I asked her to make one. She makes them and creates through the ideals of the aliens that are already out there and makes their own expression or whatever. I think it's pretty cool. And that's going to be on the Patreon giveaway. And I don't know if I showed you. Yeah, I did actually. Duh. Just want to show one more time for the members that just arrived. I saw a couple of members. This will be really cool. About a week or two, I guess. I want to give that away. So it's a big shirt that you ladies can wear as a pajama, or you guys just put it in the dryer 4, 5, 16 times. So it doesn't matter. It's still a beautiful shirt. A lot of people like the Trump Force sign and told me they wanted me to give it away. So with pleasure, I'm going to give it away. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. It's fun giving stuff away. No. Hello, Darla is in the house. I keep blocking the image. Thanks, Darla, for the amazing painting. And she sent me that in a big envelope too, which I was so happy. Probably cost her a fortune to the way she had delivered. It was like sitting out a metallic box. Paintings aren't going to last very long in the mail, that's for sure. So that'll be for my patrons. A thank you. And have something up here for you guys too here in the coming weeks, actually. Maybe for around June. Some type of giveaway for June for the disclosure limit. You know, I told you all that it wasn't June that we're going to disclose. It was supposed to be before. They said that, the Pentagon themselves. Then they said, now we're starting to see them. Well, they're probably going to disclose in June. But in reality, they were supposed to disclose before June. That was like the limit, the date limit. So, you know, I believe that leading up to disclosure, we're going to, if we see a lot of lockdowns, well, I'm trying to be preventive, right? I'm trying to see what's going to go on. Maybe without freaking out, stock up on a couple of bucks of food, $100 here, $100 there when you can. I still have the rice that I got at the beginning of the pandemic. I have enough rice to raise my house on sandbags and make sandbags with the rice. If ever the water rises, I have so much rice. And at the same time, I'll look at it positively. It'll be a very painful death because I'm a big guy. And if I have rice here, I'll probably last a slow death of about, I'd say about 8 or 9 months, where I'm probably just going to, you know, when you think of it. Why am I laughing? Because it's funny. Because it is funny. You can't change anything that's going to happen. No, nothing bad is going to come out of this. It's all good. It's all good. We're living a big test right now. I can't confirm it, but I sure feel it. And I only feel positivity, even seeing the crap that's going on. The media is hiding a lot. That's a little disappointing. There was an attack in France this morning. They're hiding it, or yesterday, and they're hiding that. You know, not I have no idea where the person was. I'm just going to say the name, something like Omar, and yeah, that's how it is. Imagine not being able to talk amongst ourselves. Ooh, a certain person is attacking someone and they killed them. Shh, don't talk. You'll be blocked. It doesn't make any bloody sense. That makes no sense. Thanks, Dusty. Yeah, it's an amazing shirt, if that's what you mean. I think it's pretty cool. Thanks, Born Again Buddhist. Appreciate it. Red Panda's here. Jesus, is that a little parachute for cats or what? yeah, a little parachute for cats. It'll be perfect as a nightgown for the ladies, or like I said, it looks big, the shirt, but I held it up in front of me and it's not that big. It's bigger than you guys probably. It doesn't matter. You can wash it. I'm still going to give it away. And that way you can give that to some of your big fat friends. Something, I don't know. From one fat person to another. I get so much I could say. Intergalactic Mayhem. Wow. Isn't that the title of the year? Yes. What's up, brother? Nice choice of a title, isn't it? It really is. Intergalactic Mayhem. I think that's what we're going into. Nice to see you, man. Ovida Sinclair. Hello. I hope I pronounced that right. Alberta, thank you very much. Bruce, what do you bet the big disclosure down in the US is going to be? Just another snow job? I wonder, well, I'll tell you what. I know for a fact there's lots going on with, the secret rulers and, the secret associations that are not that secret, like the CIA and stuff. A lot of these associations are being dismantled for whatever the reason. I don't know anymore whether it's the Pentagon or the CIA, the ones that are truthful, or maybe neither one, most likely. But I know something's definitely going on. There's an audit, a big audit going on right now. And people are saying people are going to be very angry, is what I heard. But the truth is the truth. Those who thought that Biden was going to come in and that nothing was going to happen, that an election would have been rigged without anybody speaking up. And I've said too much, but it's what's in the news, Lots going on with, that area where Asian people live. A lot of talk of war also. Taiwan, lots going on. China's invading Taiwan's airspace and stuff. So you got to wonder what's going on. The news isn't talking about most of the going-ons in the world. When a big volcanic eruption erupts for weeks on end and destroys a whole bunch of cars and makes people sick, they don't talk about it. You got to look around. You got to really look around. And honestly, in the past year, I've been getting my news by doing my own research, but by you guys and gals coming here saying, did you hear of this? Did you hear of that? And that's exactly how news gets around, because if not, the media is not talking about a lot of stuff. Ratings are going down for the news medias that are lying. We don't need to name them. Everyone knows who they are, CNN and everyone else. Tracy Reed, gifts are beautiful. They really are. And, since it costs like hundreds of thousands of dollars to send a little envelope across the world, it's stupid. I think it's a little silly. But honestly, I did it last year. Laugh if you want. It wasn't a lot of money. It was maybe $195, maybe $240, or almost $300 that I put aside in contributions here that I get here to give back a little bit, some hats, some necklaces, bracelets, or something with stones on it that have in relationship to healing powers, just trying to spread some positivity and stuff. But I'll be honest with you, you guys and gals here, the comments that you leave, the support that you give the channel, becoming members, some are on my Patreon, some of you are on both and are just supporting the channel. And I really appreciate it. It makes for an amazing job online. I mean, that is the trophy. The trophy is the feedback that I get back. That is like a pill. That's therapeutic, honestly therapeutic. Some of you, I feel I'm not worthy for most of the comments, but just incredible. You're down in life, you're depressed. So open a channel, interact with people, and there'll never be more trolls than there are good people. And that's what you can see where the world's at. Say to yourself, each bad person and each bad troll online takes the place of about 20, 25 other channels. They have lots of channels. They're psychotic. They interact with themselves in their own community sections, on their own channels, valorizing themselves. And that's when I came to the understanding that I didn't understand why some of the trolls kept attacking me. It's that they go to their channels and they valorize themselves. They say, I got this. And then they come back with one of their own fake channels and they say, my God, look, good job and stuff. It's almost sad when you think of, they just want to get, a good feedback from someone to like them, literally like kids. But the thing is, when I started this channel, there was no good comments here at all. It lasted like 11 to 13 months. There were no good comments. There were a lot of good comments, but mostly trolls. And, a lot of people are waking up to the reality. Some people are just different levels of consciousness. Some of you are just waking up to the possibility there could be other beings. Some of you have gone to the other side and back, have understood probably about 25 to 40% of everything that's going on, even without being able to pinpoint dates or anything. We still have an idea of what's going on. People that are awake have an idea of what's going on. Definitely. It takes one spiritual encounter. No one will ever make you believe that they don't exist after that. And I think it really comes down to that. When somebody sees proof, but not always, right? I know one guy that separated some oceans, some water. People didn't believe him. No, I didn't know him personally. I wouldn't want to know someone personally that could separate an ocean. Have a hard time hiding that. Stories, metaphors. The Bible for me is that. Talks a lot of metaphorically. It's sort of a map, a code to tell you what's coming also. It's a book of the future, I believe. Talks about the past and the future, and there's a way to read it. Sort of like those silly books, Charlie books, where people try to find Charlie in the book. Just a black, a red shirt and a white shirt, lined shirt. You gotta try to find this guy amongst all these. Anyways. We live in a physical illusion that's very convincing, that people really buy into it. Christy Lindsay, how's it going? I haven't been on Patreon for a couple of weeks. Good morning. Great timing, Darla. Beautiful painting. Your beautiful painting. Yeah, she does a heck of a good job. And again, we don't see it very well there because of the lighting and stuff. So that's why I actually close the blind so we can see it better, because there's a lot of details on it and it looks alive. I'm telling you, very well done. Very well done, actually. We can see it like that. You can see the mouth and everything much better, than over there. But it's an amazing painting. I think it's pretty cool. I'd like to have one myself on the... I shouldn't be touching it like that. So I take it out. It's the second time I took it out of the envelope. I'm just going to go back in the envelope. Yeah, Red Panda, you wash it a couple times, a shirt, and they really shrink. Trust me. I know it. See how big that shirt used to be, and it's not too big for me. But Bruce, you're a big guy. Yeah, I'm a big guy. OASADB Quebec, comment ça va? Hey, Bruce, how's it going? Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you, Christy, as always. Lots of stuff going on, Christy. I don't see everything being so that bad, actually. I'm seeing a change. Well, maybe I'm hallucinating, but I feel a little change. I feel that go back to some normalcy. I don't know. Imagine not even be able to talk about laws that talk about pandemics. The laws, right? Facebook taking your stuff down. YouTube does the same. Unfortunately. Much love from Ohio. Thanks, Tracy. Appreciate that. Tracy Reed. Bai doesn't like giving out gifts, just executive orders. Yep, that's what he's good at doing. Like, how many did he sign? Like, I'm going to take a guess, 66. Just a number that I'm going to guess at, but not far from that. 62, actually, if I'm not mistaken. He reversed everything that the administration before him did. They can disagree with the administration. It's their rights, but to actually take down things that were working, like the border wall and stuff, no country in their right mind would let people in. Mexico wouldn't do it, right? Or maybe they are. Maybe they're the only countries that are doing it. But it's just dangerous. It's just ridiculously dangerous. A couple of sheriffs from a bunch of states. I don't know if it's Wyoming, North Carolina, anyways, was one of them. Texas, North Carolina, and two other sheriffs together to try to, they're doing all that they can do at the border wall without any help from Mr. Yellow Post-it Note, who waited 100 days before doing his first speech, which talked about absolutely nothing. I have a good idea. What they should do, what CNN should do, when Biden's talking, what you should do is turn the teleprompter around so we can see what's on the teleprompter and maybe have a little signature at the end. Tell us who the hell's telling him what to say, because nobody knows who's running any country that way, right? Should I have not said that? I don't care. Trisha C. Hey kids, how's it going? Hello, Bruce from Florida, Jazzy Beach. Thank you very much. Je laisse la place, Darla. Je suis là. Keep it up, guys. Always a great pleasure to see you all. Feedback, Fred. Salut, Bruce. Et les amis, ben merci. Feedback, Fred, très apprécié. Merci d'avoir pris le temps de venir voir la chaîne anglaise. Good to see you, Bruce, as always, man. Thanks, Craig971. Yeah, born again Buddhist. I love peace too, but who doesn't? Seems to me. How could they not? How could anybody not like peace? Well, it depends on how much money you get. If you have money and it's like screw peace, I want the money. That's often what happens, sadly. Yeah, baby, says OASADB Quebec. Those lights are out there. Those lights are out there. They're in the sky. I haven't seen them for 3 days because it's raining here. Been raining nice and hard here. Hard. Oh, Yeshua had a long way. I did not see. I'm missing all these people are just coming in now. I'm going to go back up. Dana Shiver's there. Yeshua said my name is there. Thank you. Yeshua said my name. I appreciate that. Nick C. Jesus is an alien. Listen, this is me. I love all these theories, right? And a lot of people, you're not alone in thinking that. And there's nothing wrong with thinking it. You're not destroying anyone's image. How I say it. I see that as somebody trying to find truth. But, all these different levels of consciousness and different understandings of religion and different beliefs and value systems and cultures and ideas is so different from town to town, which is, it's almost unimaginable that we could even come here, all of us together, and say hi. It's because there's an effort being done, is how I see it. C5 Circle, Bruce, I filmed some great interactive flash videos in the sky last night. Nice catch, my friend. Quitting time. How's it going? Let me scroll up because I missed a lot of people, I'm sure. Ken Kirshner, I have a case of tuna fish. Yeah, you're about like me, man. I got rice and, half a pound of butter, and that's about it. Not real butter, margarine. And yeah, not good. Not going to last too long. Chickens are a great choice for farming eggs and meat. And they eat, but absolutely, Morning and Buddhist. People should resort to that. Honestly, and I think in school, could you imagine them in school teaching us how to make a garden? Wouldn't that have been so bloody helpful? Right? Because this is what we're going to be stuck doing, coming up with ways of living and you don't want to take the system down? No problem. You don't want the system to invade your life? Well, I agree with that, because if you depend solely on the system, when the system goes down, you die. You have no support. You have no knowledge of anything. You're just waiting for the system to guide you. It's important to come up with your own system inside of the walls of the delusional fiction that we live in. Who else is here? Let me scroll on up. Things are blocking up like they usually do. Scroll on up. Decipher the intention of the words in the Bible. Translation matters. Yes, translation matters. And that's what they did, Quitting Time. They translated the Bible for us so that we would not be able to do our own research on exactly what was said. And unless you are a very knowledgeable person who knows how to read sea scrolls and ancient script, which would make no sense, because nobody on earth would have ever known that. So everything is theory. I believe science is theory, right? That's how we create, invent, imagine. It's all, everything's just Everything's possible with the right element, the right time to do it, you know, the right size of equipment, whatever, everything and anything's possible. That's what I believe. And when it gets new, no way of me seeing everyone now. This isn't crazy. Smooth Crypto. I'm back up to the top now. Aaron Mayhew at 2.0. This is a strange place to live. Yes, so many things are weird, like the Twilight Zone. I say that all the time. And it's true, Aaron Mayhew. Sorry. You're absolutely right about that, Aaron. It's crazy. We live in a crazy, crazy delusional world, actually. That's how I see it. Those just arriving, Darla painted that. You're not going to see any of the details, though. It doesn't matter. It's an amazing painting. The one that will get it will see all the details. That's for sure. Casa Nostra, thank you for all the comments too, my friend. Darla's a doll? Yes, she is. Thanks, Quitting Time. Appreciate it. Bible's all the common sense I need. Aaron, I respect that. I really respect that. And I respect each and every way people get through their lives by advancing, you know. It is Born Again Buddhist. It's very, very large shirt. But the other model I had ordered, like this one, it was very small. The extra large was really tight. So I said, I thought I had ordered, actually, no, I deliberately ordered the X. But then if I put it in the dryer, it is going to go down. But I have a whole bunch of people that telling me that they want it. And then one lady said, even if it's too big, the shirt, all the girls can wear it as a pajama and stuff. Yes, it'll go down to your knees. So why not, you know, give it out to the pool, you know, get out of the pool, stick that on, whatever. It's a cool shirt. It was a bit more expensive because of what was written on it, actually. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Charlene Sampson, thanks for exposing that or sharing that. Yeah, listen, I believe it's a puzzle. We're here, we're being tested, and we're living in a very puzzling world with a lot of puzzle pieces. They're all there, the puzzle pieces, but they're scattered all over the bloody place. You got some puzzle pieces that are pushed into other puzzle pieces and chiseled, right? That's the manipulation. No one's going to see me cut out the little puzzle piece. That's what they do. They cut out puzzle pieces. Guy's like, what the hell are you talking about? A puzzle piece. Puzzle piece. Apollo RD. Kaba, hello. Thank you. Couldn't draw a stick man with a ruler. Yeah, some of them. No, I'm actually good in painting, but I wouldn't paint a face or a figure. I would have a lot of problems. I would be able to do it. It would take, 70, 80 times redoing the nose and stuff, and I'd probably get to it. But some people have a natural knack doing it. That's why I'm not doing the paintings. TT Bull, hello. Thanks. Might be some fat gals here. Fit that t-shirt. Casa Nostra. Yeah, and I would say that about as a joke because it was an expression. But honestly, even a skinny girl or a skinnier guy, just trust me, Fat Bruce will explain to you, and you can have confidence when I tell you if you put it in the washer 3 times, it'll go back to size. It'll be normal. Definitely normal. Thanks, Darla, for welcoming everyone. Ralph Winters in the house. Great painting. Thanks, Ralph, for thanking Darla. Yeah, it's an amazing painting. We have Ben Wed that gets to know is in the house. Thanks a lot. All these. Justin, 80 Maynard, good day to you. Thanks. Mike Isaacs. Ken Kirshner's in the house. Can't trust the gov. No, definitely not. I don't trust him. Not for one bit. You see the way I said bit? Not one bit. I laugh at the dumbest things. when I see everything going on, you gotta laugh. I mean, all the laws are erased. Everything that was sanely logical, things that are, I mean, rice is now racist. You gotta be careful. Making fires now is racist. Oh my goodness. Barbecues. Y'all are racist making barbecues outside. You bloody privileged people. When some people say life's a joke, I used to say, oh no, don't say that. Life's not a, yeah, life is sort of a joke, right? So I try to make my life funny because jokes that are not funny are boring to listen to. So I make my life funny. Does that make any sense? Not at all. It's all part of the NWO agenda. Kill me now. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. But, have hope, because I don't believe, as small as we are, the good people on this planet, I don't believe any of us would let that go through when it came down to the last point where they're actually knocking at the door and they say, okay, listen, give us your arm so we can put you to sleep there. Basically, I don't think anyone's going to let it come to that. That's why I think it's interesting now. There's more and more people. The ones that were really awake a year ago are now screaming out information and ideas and everything. And the ones that were completely asleep many years ago or just a year ago are beginning to wake up. They're beginning to hear something around them saying that they're going to have to open their eyes to see who's in the room with them. And a lot of people are waking up. I get a lot of people come to the channel that say that they just woke up or they're just starting to, Maggie Petty, thanks a lot. Topeka, Kansas, thank you very much. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Lisa Post is in the house. Carol Ripley, believe it or not. Hi, Bruce, with love from Bucks, UK. Thank you very much, Mrs. Ripley. What a cool name. Aldora Dorota's in the house. We have just got out of lockdown in Scotland. It's nice to see things open again. Well, that's good. And yeah, here we're completely locked down in Quebec, and Ontario's locked down. We can't even go to the other province now. That religious exemption that everybody has? Well, the UK, I don't know if you guys heard about it. They're talking about taking away that religious exemption of being able to refuse having a vaccination because it's against your belief. It's against my belief. I'm not going to be vaccinated ever. And that's my choice. Whether they want to block me out of the civilization and community around me, I got no problems with that. None whatsoever. You know how life is. You're going to get all the people that are all vaccinated and have all their papers on that side. They're going to make money. Start helping the ones that are not vaccinated and they don't have access to other things. There's nothing they can do to stop us. This is in the Canadian law, Charter of Rights. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm not saying anything that's misinformation. I'm speaking of the laws, the Canadian laws. There's just certain things that you can't do. You can't force. Now there's one state, I think now they're going to charge $5,000 for fines for people forcing people to have vaccinations. So do you see there's some states that are going with full vaccination rights and some people are going with complete opposite. So it's not going to go through. The leftists have no chance of going through. It's just mayhem right now. Tracy Kane, Indiana's in the house. Thanks a lot. Great to hear you interacting with the star people in your videos. CE5 circle. Yeah, especially, man. Thanks a lot. I bet a lot of people will see CE5 and not really understand what it means. But yeah, I believe that you can interact with them. And I also believe that the ones that open their minds as you go up in the levels, and why do I say levels? There's not literally stairs, but in a way there is for people to understand a higher level of consciousness. You're going to see things differently, and just maybe your mind will also be different in the way it communicates with other people. So from what I understand is I've been here on earth for the longest time to develop my pineal gland, right? While most of us develop the penile gland. But it's about intellectuality, right? You can develop both, but it's about intellectuality. Little inside joke there. Seriously, right? The pineal gland has to do with the third eye, and a lot of people still don't understand that yet, but it's what they say is the doorway, the entrance, and probably also the exit. Maybe that's where the soul leaves also the body. This is all just theory. We'll never be able to prove any of it or most of it. Do you believe the government's secret projects or the secret shadow government would be doing experimentation with mind control or telepathy and speaking and opening other portals to speak to other beings to find out which time frame they're in, whether past or... It's interesting when you think of it. I believe it's all being done. Obviously, a very small group of people would be doing that. Very small group of people would be experimenting that. But I believe it's done. I believe it's being done 100%. It's all bad to take our rights away. Yeah, absolutely, it's bad. But like I said, there's these imaginary laws that have been invented where they're pretending that there's certain laws and they're telling people that you must do this, you must do that, or and some they're even implementing fines, but it's still not the real law. Joe Biden said, what did he say? He doesn't say much. Maybe that's why I have a hard time remembering what he said. Yeah, we the people. He says, when you hear that, it means the government. So that's, if you guys don't see that as a literal attack, like telling you, right? Have we heard this before? 2 times 2 is 5. That's what people are trying to make you believe. No, it's 4. But you're still going to believe it's 5. And you're going to admit that the answer is 5. And you're going to give in to the fact that it's 4 because we're telling you that the answer is 5. And that's what the governments are doing to us. That's a manipulation, right? That's exactly what they're doing. Nothing wrong with talking open-mindedly, but the ones ruling us. What do you think of it? Jody Joe. Oh, am I getting a cold now? Leroy Shredding. How's it going? Rice is bad carbs. Solent green is good. Yeah, but like I'm telling you, you won't have any greens when when everything's devastated and you use like a round tree bark, to cook your rice in the fire in the burning houses. That's basically what's going to be left in a certain scenario. I'm not saying that the world is going to be destroyed. It never will be. The world can't be destroyed. It's the center of the universe. Julius Caesar told us. It was the center of the universe. Changing to meet the reptilian agenda. It could be, but the reptilian agenda could be a false flag. What do you think of that? Just saying, but they're saying a false flag could be coming. It still could be it could be coming. It doesn't mean the minute something hits, people will think, oh, well, there's the false flag. I think it even caused even more confusion when they started talking about the false flag and stuff. Heard anything about any reptilians aside from looking back in, past drawings and, of course, Egyptians. Yeah, okay. They talk about, even in the Yeshua said my name. Actually, that was a very good point that you talked about. Yeshua said my name in one of your recent videos. Speaking about an alien entity. They don't say alien entity, maybe, but I'm not going to say they don't. But where she explained, they were talking about, what the Nephilim was, right? Not necessarily just giants, like everyone says, the Nephilim are giants. But she had a good explanation. Yes, Yeshua said my name. Controversial videos. Not everybody can sit down and listen to people talking about these things because where it's ingrained in us to believe the system. Most of us just linger and stay stuck on that. Start raising chickens. I got a lot following me, but I should start raising them. Absolutely. No, and I believe exactly what you said. Like, if I had more competence, or maybe marry a farmer, a woman, that way get ourselves a little farm, just enough to grow our own food. You remain healthy. The people eating their own animals and chickens and stuff like that, they live to be 90 to 120 years old, no matter what state you're in. Even if you're in a state in the United States where there's pollution, or in China or anywhere, if you're eating your own vegetables and garden stuff, you're going to live a long time. By this point, it could be in anything. It could be in Pepsi. It could be in, the swabs. It could be in the masks. I don't trust anything anymore. And it's like saying, well, I'm not going to brush my teeth in case there's some nanoparticles in there. Maybe there's some miniature cameras that are released at the end of the brush. Once, a lot of things that come from that. You're going to get a lot of crazy theories, and a lot of the crazies will be speaking out. But I believe it. Who says they're not trying to kill you with the soap that you wash? Think of it. You're putting it under your arms. Is there an area that, put an acid under your arms, see if it goes to your brain quick. You know what I mean? Definitely. They could be killing us with anything in the water. Oh, but wait, in the past they were. We heard about it. All the fluoride and stuff they're putting in the water, and doesn't make much sense. Sorry, guys. One more time. It doesn't make much sense. I'm like a little kid. I keep leaving. Sorry, guys. I thought this was the most interesting subjects to be able to talk about, like aliens, spirituality. And, we can't really open up. It's sad. I wish I could open up so much more, so much deeper into spirituality and talk about it. I've had many spiritual encounters, and it's not something that I ever wanted to share in the past. It's something I've only told my close family, my mother. I haven't even told my son about them all, because they're so personal, and it's not something you can share with someone if it's to make them believe it. Only the other person that experienced it is going to believe you. And whether it comes from a credible person or an uncredible person, other realms and dimensions exist. Is it because it's you and me, you and I, that are awake to be able to go there? Or is it has nothing to do with our consciousness, and it has something to do with them opening something to come to us? Who knows? Nobody knows what interest they have. Why do they talk about German blood? That often comes into the spiritual, encounters. For whatever the reason, I'm German. I have German blood. I'm a German born in Canada. I was going to say in Canada. Yeah. But that's just labels, right? I bet you that even changes a lot of you right now by saying that. It's people, labels. Born again Buddhist. Whoa, okay. It's like people are so stuck on the titles. I don't see things that way. I really don't see things that way, right? I have a lot of statues, a lot of different cultures and stuff, but for me, it's not that I'm praying to them. It's that I'm studying them. I'm studying a lot about the meanings of the different cultures. And often it comes down to the same thing, as that, the levels of consciousness. Some people say there's 3 levels. Some people say there's 7 levels. It makes sense that you'll have the ones that are, they're in a coma. Those are the ones, level 1, right? You're completely asleep. You have the ones that are just open. They're just open to the possibility of there being something, but they're still not there yet. But they're still very open-minded people and use a judgment. That's the 2nd level of consciousness, how I perceive it. A 3rd level, and I don't care what anybody says, I know there are no limits to the levels of consciousness. It would be anywhere like top secret clearances that can go up into the high 20s and 30s over the presidents and everyone, the rulers. So I believe that if you're really awake and you really open up to the other levels of consciousness, you'll never be able to come back and explain it in a physical way, because it's hard to interpret, and you have to try to use theories that you have to explain fields of sciences and stuff, to try to explain to people what you're experiencing. And often the words that we were given in English or any language, it's like they didn't give us enough words in our language to talk deeply. And I'm only starting to realize that we don't have enough expressive words to talk about a whole other fields of different things, subjects, fields that have to do with consciousness, that have to do with teleportation, with mind control and everything. There's not enough words in the English Bible. There's not enough words in the English dictionary to be able to express everything that your mind is experiencing, right? You have to break down things by, substituting words, and you come close to explaining something, but you don't fully. Does that make any sense? It makes sense for me. It's in some way. Andrew L., thank you, brother. The Secret by Rhonda Byrne is real. It explains the real world effects of what scientists measure with the advanced brain measuring mapping equipment. I've heard of it. Also heard of it. So they're measuring your brain waves. They're measuring the intensity of your waves. They're tapping into something that is very godly, I find. When experiencing the other side for me has always been like, without ever having experienced death, that I think when you go to the other side, you die in the physical world, and then you wake something else up. It's sort of like teasing your soul, which could be very dangerous, because your soul's not supposed to leave your body, and then you go and wake it up and tell it, no, we are going. I'm ripping my soul out, and I'm going to go where the hell I want. Hell, not a good example, but you're going to meet entities. You're going to meet powerful entities. Are they good or bad? You don't know that. I would never be able to explain that. Whether you're seeing shapes and forms of entities like people, whether it's your brain that's doing that to you because you're on this like sort of DMT high trip, like a psychedelic trip. That's what I believe experiencing death would be like a psychedelic trip. Feeling the heaviness, a weight on you, hearing sounds. I've had two experimental, and I call them experimental because I tried to experiment something where I heard loud noises, like an incredible loud banging noises. And once it was something that came into the house at one point with that loud roaring noise of like, much like grinding metal, actually, just a pulsating sound where you can't focus exactly where it is, but you know that you're hearing it, like you're hearing it right in the center of your head. And that's not something that can be explained. And trust me, I work hard at trying to explain a little bit as to what I was feeling, hearing this loud sound, but that wasn't necessarily, it was physical. The sound was in the room. I could hear it. That was an incredible spiritual encounter. But do I linger on them? No, people don't believe in them. And I'm afraid that's going to bring my credibility down if I talk about my spiritual encounters, actually. Oh, so he says he's talking to spirits now, so that's why he wants people to believe his moon stuff. No, I remember what I said, guys and gals. I had never thought of it as aliens at all, ever, for all my life. It's always been an entity. But for some, an entity can be an alien. But for me, it was just another being outside of the physical realm. But I can't help but wonder, and I always believe that the ones that are here doing that, those creepy, ones with the hoods, some people are seen with hoods and old clothing. It has to do with teleportation. It has to do with a projection. It's something being projected into the physical present from the past or the future. And I believe that that's possible. There's no, we could talk about it for ages and ages, whether it's real or not. I don't know. But I'm still stuck on how they can. I saw a spirit. When I saw a spirit, I said, how are they walking over the floor about this high? Why are they walking that much higher over the floor? And why do they go through a wall? It gets to me. And I always try to understand why. It's not so ghostly, right? When you think of it, there's a science to it. And that's what scares me, is that the encounters I had when I was young, I'm seeing it more today. I'm not going to hide it. I would believe more that I have experienced secret projects, and has nothing to do with a ghost, right? It could be all humans that are creating this. Lots of frequencies that are going around Earth. Have they tested the effects of all the frequencies on our blood cells and molecules and living organisms and the water and the sun and how it could all be affected? I don't think they really care. And that's the scary part. 3 days of rain here, guys. I had 4 baby chicks to our last 2 remaining hens, 7 and 5 years old. Quitting time. Have you been doing that for a long time? That's amazing. I had family that had a farm, was raising cattle. It was bull sperm. He was making money with that, but I had a big farm, and it's not something I would spit on. It's something I would definitely get into. It has to do with the need to know how to make a bloody garden, and how to prepare an animal to how to hunt and prepare an animal. We're dead if not there. Most of us, what we're going to do, we're going to drag the carcass hanging from a tree in the chain or something, and we're going to burn that bugger over a fire because we have no competence in what to do. But that's me. I'm not going to hide it. I wish I had more competence in those things. Born again Buddhists, I wish, but winters are very cold here in Canada. They really are. You know what I learned the other day? You all know the videos I'm talking about. There's these amazing guys, colored guys. They make houses in the ground with, bamboo trees and stuff. They dig and everything. You've seen them do this. I forget the name of the channel, but they're very, very well-respected people. The channel's respected anyways. So I like looking at stuff that people don't know about. So I learned how to make water drinkable from salt water. And you know what? That there was, for me, it was just like somebody had given me a couple of bars of silver, finding that out what to do. I would never have thought of that. Well, maybe, but there's an easy process, the way to boil the water and to have it, you're distilling it basically. So everything that's going up through the tube, the condensation is dripping down, and it's pure water. Those are things that people have to know when excuse the expression, when like they say shit goes down and things are going to get crazy, But a lot of people are mentally ill and are very depressed talking about these certain issues, and it just depresses them. Well, I have some good feedback for you all. Don't be discouraged, because for really good things to happen, the bad people and jealous people have to come out of the woodworks. And that's what happened. They fell off all over the floor like maggots, and people are stepping on them, exposing them and whatnot. And in a couple of months, maybe a year, lots of things are going to change, right? The very troublesome New World Agenda, Bill Gates admitting to the depopulation. If you don't know about the depopulation, please get informed. It's something that's been around for a long time. And there's a certain limit, certain stones in the States that you have to learn about, the statues that explain there's only a certain amount of people that can be here on Earth without things starting to go drastically bad. Now they're mixing climate change into that. I never know if that's real or not. I think it could be partly real, but I don't think it's what's destroying the world. So, Annette, how's it going? I can use that t-shirt and make a whole outfit for myself, including slippers. It's up to you. Maybe I should cut it up and separate it in two to give it to you all. Stop laughing at my big shirt. Besides prepping with rice and beans, it could be, however, everyone to learn what grows wild in your yard. Exactly. That is edible and medicinal. You would be surprised. Absolutely. And seriously, and not to talk about drugs. I'm dead serious, Cindy, all the way down to psychedelic mushrooms is what I was going to say. Talking micro dosing, right? To heal certain things. We're not talking about like filling a bong or stuff, but medicinal with marijuana too is the same thing. It used to be used in the ancient times, the magic mushrooms. Not for nothing their days went by so quickly for them probably. But it's interesting. It's what's really interesting for me is for the people that have mental issues. There's a lot of natural medicinal medicines that can heal. I'm not going to confirm that, but that could help possibly, help people with mental issues. Then again, I've heard some guy, that has mental issues that took psychedelic mushrooms, and I don't think he came back. Right. So there's probably a middle to that, a microdosing, a certain dose that will help. And maybe there's a dose of the mushrooms that will harm something. Has nothing to do with space, does it? It's true though. All this because we started talking about the shirt with Annette. Case of tuna and fish, you're good. Case of tuna fish, you're good for a while. Make a couple sandwiches. Yeah, I didn't stock up on much, man. The rice, honestly, you know what I do when I stock up? For real, okay? It's simple. Butter, rice, and hamburger meat. That's it. If I'm stuck, I can eat rice and hamburger meat. I've done it in my apartment for 6 years, I think. Not only because I was poor, because I love eating just simple, right? That's if somebody gets to tasting big restaurants and different courses and hors d'oeuvres and stuff. Okay, I mean, it could be fun, but bowl of shreddies, craft dinner, a hot dog here or there, for me, very, very healthy way of eating, as you can see. But I don't even know why I'm talking about that. I think we're going to be disappointed in disclosure. I don't know, man. You're probably right. They are going to talk about, well, by the way, the Pentagon, for those of you who don't know, it's been a couple of days. They have confirmed that Jeremy Corbell's leaked video was Navy and it's real. So they say. Or is it the Navy that confirmed it was real and not necessarily a Navy ship? Still don't know. They're going to have to talk at one point because you know what? They either talk about disclosure or we go to war. That's how I see it. In less than 2 months, if they don't talk about it, in about 1 month, if a month and a half, if they don't talk about it, we're going to war. That's how I see it. Born again, definitely. Yep, I believe it. I believe I was born many times. I'm starting to wonder if I'm here or there. I'll frame on it on the wall, Bruce, only if you autograph it. Oh, I'll definitely autograph it. Actually, I could write you a poem or a song on there's lots of room on the shirt. No, it's not that big, guys. Trust me. From a big guy's point of view, it's like Andre the Giant saying, "My coffee cup is not that big." Bruce, can you see it? TT Bowl. I saw him before. I'll double check. Should be coming up. Didn't see him yet. I saw him once, maybe. Floyd Stats. Do you have a page that people can go to order paintings? Oh, for Darla. Thanks, Floyd. No, well, I'm not promoting it here. Maybe she does, but I have no idea. I know for a fact is that it's the preparation painting them. I asked her, she wanted a couple months, and then she starts painting them, and but the only reason why I say that is I'm pretty sure she's not selling them. But if you do, Darla, go right ahead. Speak about them. It's just that we can't right now because I'm doing a giveaway and I'm not promoting sales right now. Stupid guidelines in YouTube. And some people that can come and ask certain things might trigger a Google team operator. Oh, lo and behold, those bloody... I don't think we will get proper disclosure. They will hit us with false flags again. That could very well be. There'll be some limited truth. Don't forget, they could obviously tell us something that will throw us right off of the trail. But my common sense is that I've seen some triangles, white triangles flying around. If they're talking about white triangles, it could be because they exist. But I believe that, listen, if they tell us it's alien, it could be human. If they tell us it's human, it's probably alien. That's how I see it. They're going to tell us the opposite. But you got to wonder why all the countries are not going against each other on that subject. It makes no sense. China's not putting down the States about space. Why? They can't effing stand each other, right? I don't know. I don't know if China's the one running the show. Maybe they're the ones writing on the prompter in the States. Didn't you find it so a little weird before Biden came in? We had to stop talking about Asians, and everyone's turning around saying, who's talking about Asians and who's being attacked? You know, it's little stories they like to make you believe of stuff going on. CNN's still up. It's hard to believe, eh? Fake news can stay up like that. It's really hard to believe. Media for the leftists. A landlord sprays Roundup all over everything. Yeah, Kyle, it causes cancer. Monsanto was proven here, and the guy losing his hair and a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, like you say, oh well. I know a bunch of neighbors that still use it around here. I tell them, you get cancer with that. Have a nice day. Want to smoke? It's all mind control. It really is, Aaron. Really is. I believe it is. Mind control and how to tap into someone's mind through creative ways you would not even imagine. Maybe a certain color, a certain smell will trigger something in our minds. The government's studying all that scary stuff. Well, I got to really thank everyone for stopping by, supporting the channel, taking the time to come to the live streams. If I do want to come back on at 8 o'clock tonight Eastern to get another live stream up, I'm going to go upload the French video now, and I'll be working on the English video from now till 8. Cindy, we just eat thistle and haggis here. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Yes, he is a potato, a rotten one. Hey, born-again Buddhist. Direct communication between ETs and humans is the next step forward. That's right, CE5. And it's already happening with a lot of people, I believe. For whatever the reason, it could be the other side, the alien entities. They're already working on disclosure, opening people's minds in ways that we may not even feel that it's been manipulated, but just, preparing for the inevitable, obviously, to speak of the aliens. I mean, honestly, for me, I would go right to bringing the alien ship down in the field and having them climb up on a platform, speak, and then take off back into another galaxy. That would be literally what I would expect to see, which I know would never happen, but I would be down for that. I would be really down for that. And I think it would wake everyone up. It would definitely wake everyone up. It would make people also, if you look at the positive side, want to get along. Maybe people will try to, maybe an enemy invasion. I know some of you who follow politics are going to tell me that Ronald Reagan already said that. I know someone was about to say it. And yes, Ronald Reagan said it, maybe an alien threat, an outside threat from some type of other being would bring us all closer together. So don't wonder why Biden and many other governments are trying to pull us apart for some reason. I don't know why. It has to do with that for sure. I believe it. John, hola from Seville, Spain. Bienvenidos a mi canal de investigación. Muchas gracias. Judgment Day is coming soon. I believe it, Jody. Maybe we're into that day. Maybe Judgment Day is a couple of years in length for us. They say that God's minute is longer than ours. Definitely. So a great big thank you to everyone for having come to the channel. News does withhold so much. It really does. Yeshua said my name. Hides so many truths. And on top of it, Yeshua said my name, we're also seeing them lie in the news. That gets even scarier. Madam Mystic Skywatcher, hey Bruce, of course. They're not talking about any of the Earth's changes. That's right. All about control. Yeah, exactly. And at the last minute, when it's too late, and then people are going to turn around and say, what the hell's going on? And it'll be too late. But a lot of people are waking up. A lot of people are waking up to the possibility. There's nothing pleasant. Waking up for me, I wanted to be awake. And when I woke up and realized how sad the truth was, it touched me. It moved me. It made me strong, though, because now I'm ready for anything. But MP60, un bonsoir de la Corse à toute la communauté et toi, Bruce. MP60, je te remercie vraiment beaucoup. C'est très apprécié. And yeah, everybody, thanks so much. Yeah, the emojis, it clogs up the feed, right, Darla? Darla, you're so thoughtful. Bucks UK, Carol Ripley. Do ETs eat fried food? I'm proof. I'm proof. We're all aliens, I wonder, I guess there's a certain mentality to them, right? Maybe if entities eat, and we can also often think that they would, we've heard Greer, CE5 circle. We've heard Greer talk also about, which that really interested me, talking about them, the aliens coming here in essence, not necessarily physically, but at the same time, how they would rub things on them to intake food, for example, or I guess intake liquids, whatever. You got to wonder how these aliens, if they exist at all, if they're not part biologically manipulated through DNA, if they're not part robots with human parts. You got to, think of it. For us, robots are metallic, but what would a biological robot look like? Would it grow? Yeah. Would it develop and learn like a real human? Could it develop its brain? That's where I think that they're at. And what I'm afraid of is that imagine them being at the point where that created race is ready for the first offensive attack against a planet. And this is theories in the air because I have no proof that aliens are even alive or exist. I believe they do with all my heart, but it doesn't mean they do in reality. Adam Isaac, what's good people time to raise the vibration, be the light. Absolutely, Adam. And a lot of us are doing it. I know I see a lot of you. Sharon, Jan, Lucas, hello. And a kiss of fool, my nose is itchy. Yes, Cindy, that will give you cancer. That's the roundabout Monsanto. That there's somebody that had a long case lawsuit against the company, against Monsanto. This was horrible. The guy got sick, got sores all over him. And yep. So thanks a lot, everyone, for stopping by the channel. And I'm sorry for all the comments if I missed any. I seem to have jammed up again. I enjoy your work. Thanks, Tracy. I appreciate that, Tracy Kane. My mind is open to all possibilities of our existence. So am I. But I stand firmly on God is the creator of everything, and Jesus is my savior. Aliens are definitely a possibility. They're demons disguised, possibly. Quitting time, I respect that. I see differently. Like my mind's open to all possibilities of our existence also. I don't stand firmly on anything for myself, but I lean towards certain theories like anyone. It's basically the same thing as you said, but I will not stay stuck on any given theory, not even to the theory. The only theory I'm stuck on is that you can't prove to me that there's no structures on the moon. We're past that. Blurry or not, they're there. So for me, that's not a question. But some people will still not, like, I don't believe it. You're not going to tell me if I show you a square that I don't see it, Bruce. Yes, you do. I'm showing you a square. You don't believe it, but you see it. What I see, everyone else sees, right? Or does the mind play on what your eyes are bringing into your brain? I think so. I really think so. Eat cattle organs. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. We can grow in our own labs in petri dishes, chicken, fish now, and everything. Maybe not fish. I think so. And I don't see them coming here to eat us or to eat our animals, but I do see them come here to experiment on the living animals here on Earth to do certain tests. If they want to see something, sure, they can bring back some cows and feed them hay. I think they understand the aliens, how they're living there, but that would need big places. You're not just going to bring a cow in a freaking UFO and tell me they're going to strap him in and bring him back to a planet. Think of it. Think of that happening. Maybe they do, but I just have a hard time imagining them strap a cow, all the urine and crap go floating around as they're boggling, flying through space. I have a very vivid imagination about many things, many funny scenarios. Boy, I tell you, I come up with. It is funny. Everything's so funny. Nothing's more exciting than getting a surprise package from afar. Yep. It's bloke being a kid in the candy store. Absolutely, Charlene. That's exactly how I see it. I'd love to give back gifts all the time, and I definitely could never do it, but it's time there. Summer's coming and stuff, and I do want to attract interest from people at the channel. And again, this is not a draw. It's a giveaway. It's me giving back to my patrons and the people that support the channel. And like I told you all and promised you, I'll get some things up here also to give away during the year. Not that far from now, and a couple of cool gifts. Cindy does it a lot. I think it's fun to be able to give back when you can. Aldora Dorota, have you seen that Secure Team scam is back? Yes, unfortunately, I've seen it. He's an actor, eh? He was an actor far most when he started out, and I just hope people wake up. When somebody posts truth, he should be, recommended. And when somebody doesn't, it's just a little funny that people do that. I'm not going to talk down about them, though, but I disagree with the fake UFO videos and stuff. Listen, guys, if ever you see a fake UFO video, it will be presented as a fake UFO video, and it won't be something that I'm trying to pass off as, a real UFO video. Because he's taken UFO videos from people's channels that created them with applications to make fake videos, presented them as real. And that's painful. Don't forget, I used to follow Secure Team. I was a member of his community. So very highly insulting for me seeing what he had done. But Charlene, thank you so much. That means a lot, my dear friend. Thank you. But some people are into that. I guess just, the bull crap, or they don't really want to have necessarily proof of anything. It's sort of like liking the National Enquirer. Eh? Some people like reading the Enquirer because they talk about all these things, so-and-so has an alien baby and, it's a child from so-and-so, Fidel Castro at the other end of the world, and all these lies that people have fun and sort of pretending, imagining that it all could be real. When whatever's really true goes by without people often noticing it. Thanks again, guys and gals, for the contributions. I appreciate that so much. Good weed that grows everywhere in Lamb's Quarter. Very nutritious, and it's a lot like spinach. That's all stuff that people have to know about, to profit from using those resources to eat it. I love vegetables and salads and stuff like that. Honestly, even being a big guy, it's not all because we eat. Some of us retain more. Some of us have an easier time at gaining. And I'm telling you, I could eat vegetables all the time, just a little bit of meat and stuff, but I still gain weight. So walking was the only thing that got me down. You want to lose weight, go out for a walk. You don't feel like walking for an hour and a half, but if you do, you'll lose many pounds, depending on how big you are. Big guys, you'll lose a couple pounds every time you walk for an hour and a half. Speed walk it. Put your hips into it. Ever see a big 250-pounder speed walking with the hips swing? It worked. I lost 100 pounds. The trolls are dangerous sometimes. Yeah, they really are. They're dangerous to themselves too, Jody Joe. I've, all the way from having police officers sent here, they're really lame, the trolls. And all the trolls that are here, all the way from the ones that were even saying they were in the Hells Angels and that they were going to come get people in Montreal to come and assassinate me, I told them all off, and I called them a bunch of pricks because they make me laugh. The ones that are online trolling people are in no way big tough guys. They're little kids or assholes that are small people, like Ace of Space, Astrophotography, biggest troll on the planet, emails me every day. Is before last video, I asked him if he was sexually attracted to me, if he was just an attention seeker. I'm trying to get into these people's heads. I don't know what it is with them, and he's mad at me because I laugh at his toupee and I laugh at his, it's him. It's too stupid to laugh at me being fat. And, I have fun with the trolls. I laugh at them. Bruce is the bad one because he laughs at trolls. He's like a little elf. And if you go see him, he's got little hands, sort of like little stick hands. And he buys these, small cameras and stuff like that. And so the recent one, I think, what did he say? Ace of Space said that the CEO must have been of, I don't know, Celestron maybe, sent him a free camera because he really liked this channel. So there's some honesty to be. This is why I'm laughing. Listen, trolls, it's stronger than them. They lie by themselves and get caught. They advertise for channels they dislike, and those people bring, like bees do, and to pollen and to flowers, bring the pollen everywhere else so people can see my channel. And that's what they do. They make videos about me being a pedophile. They make videos about me being a Satanist. They make videos about me. The last one was a mansion here in Quebec. Somebody went and got this amazing chalet, I guess, in Quebec City, and said that that's where I was living. So somebody believed that, went and took a picture of my house and saw I lived in a hut. Oh, well, it's them. It's the trolls that bring all that proof out, right? They found out what Bruce's address. Oh, poor guy. Okay. We're not going to, bug him with that house and stuff. So I think it's pretty funny. Am I well in my little house, my one-room house? Yeah, I'm in heaven. Still paying it. I'm as happy as any king or queen in their castle, but it depends. Some people are more materialistic. Some people, it's for the neighbors. Why do we buy? I know I did it myself. I bought my first tree outside, which is dead, by the way. Decorative tree in the front. The ones that lean over and grow over with all the nice big flowers that the neighbors always want to get. But people are stuck on people's trends. So when I got one, a couple neighbors got one and stuff. Somebody gets a new car. Another neighbor is going to get the same car, but change the color. Put mags or tinted windows. But nobody is unique. If you walk down the road, I'm serious. I notice this stuff. Stupid, but I do. Look at how somebody puts his hose away. There's only 3 ways you can do it. You put it on the ground, rolled up. Well, you could leave it lying around in the yard too, but still the same ideals of what people do. You could have it on one of those green things that always break, the plastic or metal racks that rust and kids cut themselves on and cuts the hose. Or why does everybody do the same bloody thing? That's what gets to me, you know. Like I want to see somebody, I don't know, put a shed on the side of his house and have the hose in the shed. Why doesn't anybody do that? Because nobody does. And whatever nobody does, nobody's going to try. Somebody does something eccentric, they'll be laughed at. And people in hiding will go try it themselves, try the same thing. It makes me laugh. Neighbors are like that. They all do that. One neighbor goes out and cuts his grass, all the neighbors continue. And I'm just as responsible as being that silly too, because my neighbor cut it. Then the next day it was a neighbor in front. Then I said, oh my God, 2 days and I still haven't cut my grass. I got to cut my grass because the neighbor cut his grass. If the neighbor had waited a week to cut his grass, would I have cut it? No, I would have waited a week to cut the grass. That's how I am. More time spent on the videos. So guys, you got to wish me luck on getting some amazing infrared footage. Maybe I'll see the moon again one day. I'm sure soon. So thanks again, everyone, for the ongoing support. Carlos Skywatcher, Dana Shiver, thank you. I just saw you, Dana. I'm so sorry. Book of the Future, and it's got maps, hidden gems in it for the seekers and believers. That's how I see the Bible. Have you ever heard of the Voynich manuscript? It's also a book where they talk about different types of animals, different types of vegetation, different laws and rules. I think it's more of a plant book and stuff like that. Different types of fish that don't exist anywhere in the world known to any man or woman. The Voynich manuscript. Very interesting. So again, great big thanks, everyone. I would want to understand how they separated a sea or ocean. Well, obviously with a direct energy weapon. No two ways about it. That's probably what they're doing. DEW satellites. Very, very hush-hush in the news. They're not talking about it. Havana syndrome. Look it up, Havana syndrome. Dario G. Gonzalez Morales. How's it going, Dario? Greetings, guys, from chats. Thank you very much. Adam and Eve is here. Eve means the land. So there was a dam on the land? I like playing that up like that. Yeah, because it's metaphoric, Ralph Winter. I'm laughing, but in reality, I believe the Bible is very metaphorical, for sure. Thanks, Dana Shiver, and everyone for sharing my links. I appreciate it. Lance Olson, thanks for being here. Carlos Skywatcher in the house. Marco, thank you. Majorum. The great reveal is now end times. I think so. C5. Gee, what the hell wrong with my nose? I think so. I think we are in end times. But all endings bring new beginnings. And I believe that for the first time, I don't know if it's Gaia that's spreading out a certain message, but apparently I am hearing someone saying that the aliens, how the hell can they know? I don't know. But they're saying that they're telling us that we're going through a test and to hang tight and to keep doing what we're doing. What else do you want us to do? Hey, Jessa. Bruce, I'm Shadow Mystique, but my friends made me change my name back. Hi, guys. Oh, thank you very much, Jessa. Nice to see you back. Sorry you had to change your name, my friend. And Chloroform's good. Thanks for being here. Lisa Pose, so sad. I don't understand why I'm shunned. Why would you be shunned, Lisa Post? Who is shunning you, Lisa Post? Wow, it's gorgeous. Thank you, Jazzy Peach. Got to thank everyone for stopping by and the support that you give the channel, because it permits me to continue doing my research, and the amazing comments that are really therapeutical. Always greatly appreciated. In front of you, thank you very much. What's this? What does it say? Incredible. Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Greatly appreciated the support. Pam Ben's here. Where's Waldo? Thank you. I said Charlie, eh? Where's Charlie? I must have been thinking of Charlie Hebdo. Where's Waldo? Yeah, exactly. So once you see Waldo, you know where he is all the time. That's just like Big Brother. When you see the pant leg of Big Brother, or an elbow, or maybe a shadow, you always see him reappear. Stefano, following from Italy. Grazie, Italia. Thank you very much. Love is a universal truth which can lead to ascension. It's the path I'm on, born again Buddhist. It's exactly it. And let's see, top of my head, 1 Corinthians. Wow. Hey guys, I referenced the Bible verse for the first time. 1 Corinthians. Look it up. It's what's the most important. It ends by saying is love. And no, it's not a lame Bible verse. It's a very short Bible verse that talks about love. Also different levels of consciousness, actually. That's how I see it. Thank you, Dana Shiver. Thanks, everyone. Sending a huge group hug for humanity wrapped in the blessings of peace, healing, protection, and the pure essence of unconditional love. Lisa Post, I felt that energy, and I'm sure everyone else does. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. Good times are coming, sister. I promise. Oh, Bruce, you are an amazing soul inside. Wow, Charlene. I can't thank you enough, guys. Thanks for the encouragement. I really appreciate it. I love you all for it. Red line, 40. What, do I have 40 likes? More than that. Ken Kirshner, everybody. Darla, Aldora Road. I was banned from Facebook for a week because I put a video up about the virus. Yeah, same thing here, Aldora Dorota. They're telling me that I could be get a lawyer's letter if I don't stop continuing posting about Alex Jones too. I'm not stopping. Left and right. Something happens in Sweden. I post the news from the Sweden source. Get it banned. I posted a song called a jingle, Mind Control jingle, right? A Mind Control Blues, and YouTube banned it. I had to repost it different ways. So lame. George Orwell, 1984, in progress. 100%. Exactly. CE5. It's exactly it, right? Big Brother always watching through everything and anything. You know, they can register you. They can hear you, see you when your computer's on, when the computer's off. When I go to the bathroom now, even if I'm alone in my house, I close the door now. Let's just say that without being paranoid. But anybody catch the snake going around the woman's neck in 171 satellite image? ISWA website last night. Nobody listens to that website. The worst of it is that they're just doing it on purpose, Darla. You respectfully ask them not to post several emojis, and maybe it affects them. But that's how it is, though. I told you they won't see you as protecting the channel. They'll see you as being a bully, and they'll do the opposite. That's often the trolls do, because they like showing themselves. Jesus and Buddha were real men, says Adam Isaac. I'm practicing American Buddhist, but love the teachings of Jesus, especially his life. I think that's really cool that you share that. It's funny you say that. You know, hey man, connecting the energy. I'm learning a lot about statues, Buddhist meanings, cultures, and stuff. You know, Egyptian cross, Egyptian statues and stuff, alien skulls, flags, and Area 51. It has to do with everything that I'm studying, you know. But I get messages from people that are Buddhists. Some came here, and there's even some people explaining about Buddhists and the bad parts of all religions. So I listen to everything they have to say because it's hard for us all to get along. But that's just one heck of a good mentality that you have, saying they were real men. It's your belief. At the same time, You're practicing American Buddhism. Awesome. But love the teachings of Jesus, especially his life. So I think that's a beautiful thing. And as much me is that I have an appreciation for Jesus too. And, I can still take the time to hear what the message of that some Buddhists had, because I have a very hard time hiding that I didn't meet good people as Buddhists. I really did. And a lot of the ones that I know that are into Buddhism are telling me some positive vibes, not necessarily related to any God and stuff. So like sort of Confucius sort of thing. And I really appreciate that. Ooh, let's get this party started. AKA Caitlin Bruce Jenner style. You mean Caitlin Bruce gender. Sorry, I had to stick that in. Annette, thanks for being here. Jessa, eventually, just a heads up, fam. I'm Shadow Mystic Bruce. You will know eventually, just a heads up. Yeah, no problem, my friend. I believe you. Thinking about getting rid of my Facebook. Go into your settings and you will see that they are selling up. All your information is sold. Yes, I'm there because I had an FM radio interview with CJMD radio station on the dial, 96.9 FM in the town of Lévis, Quebec, the province of Quebec, in the country of Canada, with Carole Lozé on Own Parallel, her episode, which is on Facebook. So that's why I'm on Facebook, because I connected with her. But Facebook is selling your information. Wouldn't be surprised if they're selling your kids' photos. Okay. Low lives running Facebook. Zucker himself, lowest life form possible, for giving into the system, all because of money. But I am on Facebook because I'm there causing a ruckus for a little while before leaving. Where is the fashion show? On the moon. Monterey, California. Aaron Anderson, thanks a lot for being here. Is that Will? Thank you for being here, guys. I am going to get off. Southern Indiana says, hello, Bruce. Thank you very much, Dwayne Ayers. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that, man. Shout out. Martin, how's it going, bro? I didn't see Darla. Thanks, Dana. SOS Forever, the Sisters of the Swartz. The SOS, a very, very top secret society that the really inquisitive, awoken women get into. What am I getting myself into, eh? Sisters of the Swartz. This is an amazing, amazing group of ladies that are just like family. Hello, room, and all those free thinkers here. Thank you, Idaman. Thank you very much, my friend, and I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Dave's not here, man. Wake up. My message is show love to the unloved, and the universe will be one. Facebook. Yes. No, absolutely, with the F Facebook too. No, for sure. You're absolutely right about that. And they're going to learn that quick enough, the elites also, because there's not much they're going to be able to do at one point. Bad boy, Bruce. Bad boy. What did I do? What did I do again? Bad boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys. Okay. Nikisha, hello. I'm a very long time since you began. I subbed. Thanks, LA. Appreciate that, my friend. Thanks, everyone. Pulsar G. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you all a bit later. Hey, if you're late to the party, it's fine, but the food's all gone. Yeah, literally all gone. And the prices are going to be raised too with the food. Thanks for letting me sneak that one in, Darla. Yes, sir, they will learn, Bruce. They will, man. Dave's not here, man. Wake up channel. Absolutely agreed. Thank you, Jessa. I'm your age. I'm 46. Old 46. I shouldn't say that. Most of the people I interact with people here in their 70s and 80s. Like lots of people this year in their 70s and 80s that are following the channel, and it's a heck of an honor. Seriously, honestly, especially them to open their mind after having been blasted by a system and drilled in mind control for like 70 years. I think it's awesome when somebody wakes up. Thanks for the contributions too, y'all. And send the cops, lol, chicken. Yeah. Yeah. Alpha Bravo 76. Alan, thank you very much. Alain, salut. Alpha Bravo 76. Alain. Bonsoir de la France, Normandie. Je vous remercie beaucoup, les amis. On écoute ce qui arrive dans les nouvelles. On entend plein de choses à Nice, plein d'affaires qui est arrivé, mais il n'en parle pas dans les nouvelles. Je suis en train de regarder dans les nouvelles secrètes, comme qu'on dit, malheureusement. Mais force avec vous, mes amis français. Matt, thanks for being here, man. I am doing good, bro. I'm going to be back on in a couple of hours, back on with you all. I thank you very, very much. Why was 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. Nikisha, I like that one. That's a good one. 48. Postal G, we got to start on the beach, actually, in Quebec. One of those, like Honolulu, luau sort of things will gather at least 1,000 or 2,000 people on the beach. Little stage. We'll have to rent some equipment to have a singles night on the beach for us old 40-year-old people. Maybe I'll meet an alien. Maybe I'll meet an alien that likes to cook and that's really, good at telepathy. I don't know. Clerks 93. Yo, thanks for being here. Thanks a lot, Matt. I appreciate that. LA, thank you. Thanks, guys. I'll be 33 in early November. Thanks, Nikisha. You're so young. Time goes by so fast. I remember being 33. Almost. Thanks, Jessa. Thanks, Kyle. See you all later. I'll talk to you all really, really soon. Thanks for the ongoing support, contributions, and everything. And I'll talk to you all at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Bye-bye for now.